Welcome to my marketing promotions class. We are going to get into some motion, some video, some animations this semester, and I'm going to show you how I created this animated GIF here in Canva. But first, I want to get into it for a second. I want to tell you what this class is not by channeling my How Brands Become Icons inner Douglas Holt, who says icons become icons by rebelling against something, by positioning yourself against what you are not, right? I ain't no geek off the street. Give me your best pop culture not something reference. So this class is not going to be using a textbook, a basic, boring corporate textbook. No. With boring lecture slides that come with the boring corporate textbook. No. It's not going to be a packed classroom where you browse the web while someone's in the front of class. I teach this class in the computer lab on campus, but this semester it's online, so you're going to get YouTube videos, probably about 15 of them, of me talking to my computer, doing these video screencast tutorials for you on Canva, awesome templates, cool motion video effects, and Adobe Express, awesome templates, same thing. They're basically the same, Coke and Pepsi, different companies. And again, this is not going to be on CapCut, right? So I get it. CapCut, TikTok is popular. Keyframes are fun. It does have extra functionality, but I've used it in class, and the free version, the free online version is so-so. All the pros use the premium paid version, which you have to pay and download. So I like Canva, Adobe Express, web-based editors, and I think they're a great start. If you want to dig deeper, CapCut's great, but when I start doing keyframes in class, students kind of start, I don't know, it gets a little too tedious, and then students just use their phone instead of the download or web browser anyways to add captions or remove backgrounds. So this is also not DaVinci Resolve, which I know is an awesome editor that can do all kinds of cool output settings with your ProRes new iPhone Pro video. But again, it's just a little much, and you have to download it, and it's a freemium model also. So another great option, but we are going to stick to Canva and Adobe Express. I used to teach this class with Photoshop. Photoshop's awesome too. Can do some cool stuff with their video panel. But, you know, Photoshop's kind of a beast, and you don't really need Photoshop. Adobe Express is a great Adobe app to kind of get into video and see what Adobe's about. A whole bunch Premiere Pro, and it's just also too much. It's, you know, it can do cool titles and edit cool templates and has a whole bunch of cool features, but you got to download it and install it, and it's Adobe, and if you mess up one panel, then you're confused. You can't just reload the browser. You know, I've done this with iMovie, but iMovie hasn't really gone very far recently, and you know, I've tried Final Cut, but again, if you can get a good start, get the fundamentals with Canva and Adobe Express, you can do some damage. So all right, so let's get into it. In order to create this file, I first created an image file and then sent it to a video file, and then I outputted to both JPEG and GIF to kind of make it render in the browser, as you saw my demo, and to make a nice YouTube thumbnail. Okay, so let me get cleaned up a little. Let me hit a bunch of X's. Hope you like that little intro about me defining myself, about what I'm not. So yeah, Holt's a really good book. He talks about how brands channel your rebellion, right? You don't want to be a geek off the street mainstream person. You want to be part of a culture that you fit into. And so how do companies do that? Well, just like icons do that. They give you hip-hop, country, R&B, all kinds of different musical messages and artistic messages for you. Okay, so I know you're getting annoyed by this, but I do want to make a point. So this, if you look at the gravatar, the globally recognized avatar in the tab, which sometimes they pop and expand really fast. So let me No, oh well. So this says it's a video file. There it goes. So there's the video file. And by file, I mean file type. All right. And it's different than a static image in Canva. So at first I started with the static image, and then I sent it to a video file. So it looks like the standard C Canva is the kind of basic image. And then the little video camera is the video file. All right, so this week I just want you to work with the transparency. I think transparency is kind of like the fundamental graphics video must know to kind of get going. So let's do it. Let's download the Lobo logo to color match those colors, and then the Lobo mascot. So I'm going to go to Images and get a Lobo logo transparent, Sonoma transparent. I like to get all the downloads done first. This College on the Hub one's nice and with a checkerboard transparent background. So let's grab it, and then let's go to back to Images and search for Lobo Sonoma mascot. And Images. And I like this one from X. It's kind of a photorealistic one. You can grab any. So click on it. It's 600 by 770, which is fine. Okay, so we got the files we're going to need. Now we need to make a new square in Canva. So head into Canva, go to the purple plus button, and get a new square document. I'm just going to go to custom size here. And for now, I'm just going to do 1,000 by 1,000. Some of these web standards are pretty close to 1,000 by 1,000. So, all right, so create new. If you're a little off from 1,000 by 1,000, you find, you can also go to like the square aspect ratio, or am I getting, I'm getting confused with Adobe Express now. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so we got a blank artboard staring at us, and let's get out of, sometimes it's nice to save it so it doesn't export as untitled one, but let's call this one demo promotions. All right, now we're done. I want to get rid of, okay, there's that little collapse, the left sidebar stuff. Okay, so we got a blank artboard, or page. I should say artboard is Illustrator. Okay, I'm going to bring in my Lobo. I'm going to option drag a corner so it sticks, and then it snaps into place. And then I'm going to remove the background. And then just to kind of make the point here, it does a good job. And if you click on it and go edit and remove background again, you finally in Canva, we get some checkerboard. And so I hope Canva in the future uses more of this checkerboard, because it's kind of a pet peeve where if I come in here to the background, there's the Lobo image and the white background, you can't drop down the transparency, and you can't get to, you can change it to none, and you can change it to any color, but you can't get it to those checkerboard transparent. So, oh well. So let's also, we want to make a custom frame here. And so in order to make that custom frame, I'm going to add a new page, and I'm going to bring in my Lobo logo. All right, and position it kind of up top for now. I might expand it again later, but just kind of want to move it. And then I want to change the background color to black to create as much contrast against this Lobo logo, because it has white and some blues but no blacks. So I can use that contrast to create transparency. So color picker, drag it to the bottom left corner, and your black background. And then I'm going to add some text. So type tool, let's see, text box, and I want to say Sonoma in all caps. So maybe it's easier to resize it first, up to you. So grab a corner so you can actually read what you're doing. And then change your text color to white. Make sure you get all white. I don't know, sometimes, okay. Okay, Command A to select all. change the color. Sonoma, and then get it, stretch it out so it, there we go, gets on one line. And we're gonna, I don't want to go off this font because I'm gonna change the font to, I think I like a, you could type in college or university, or I'm gonna type in this graduate font. Here it is. All right, so now it looks pretty good. A little spacing on the side. Drag it down, click off, drag it down. Before I exit out of this text edit menu, I do want to change the, I got to double click to get more text. No, okay, up here at the top, I have, I want to increase the outline. So effects, and then the outline, and change the color to all white, just to make it a little more bold and blocky. So 50 for me worked, but it might be slightly different for you. Okay, so I got some white text, maybe a little lower than the guides. And then, no, I don't want to crop it, sorry. Okay, so now I can kind of reposition in between the top and in between the letters. Then option drag a corner out so I can kind of get a nice big Lobo logo. Okay, so I got two pieces in the background. And I want to fuse them all together, merge them, flatten them. And the way to do that is download them and upload them, or share them. Download, JPEG's fine. Click on that pages and then do current page. Otherwise you get a folder with a .zip file. This way you just get the one. And then I can make a new page. I'm going to change the background here to like a green. Here's the color picker. Here it is on the left. So some kind of bright green, upper right. Just to kind of, when I do my effect, it'll look good on green as opposed to the text that's already white. Okay, so make it the corner snap into place. Come down to apps and search for tracer. And I like this app. It lets you create custom frames. Otherwise you're stuck with frames that are like stars or hearts. All right, and so it should, if I click on the frame or the image, the flattened image on my page, I can come over to trace image, and you want a low threshold value. If this was a dark black text and a dark image on a white background, you'd want a high threshold value, which is a luminance value, which is an old adjustment from Photoshop and other image editing applications. Boom, there we go. Copy it, add a new page, Command V, and you can see we're working our transparency. Nice. All right. So now that I got this, I guess I can add Lobo because I'm gonna want to animate Lobo too. That I remove the background. So let me grab Lobo, and last time I put Lobo like in the middle here. And now I can send this to a video output because once again I got this image and I'm in this kind of image editing dialog, which does not have the timeline, right? If I come, there's no alternate views. It's just, it's kind of stuck in this, here we go. You do get edit timing, right? So I was looking for that. So you can kind of fake timing in this show element timing. I right clicked, and then you can kind of get a little bit of the purple timing editor. But the trim, you can trim the effect from the left and right. But I'm going to Command Z. I'm going to redo. I'm going to change my view to get out of this. Like I want to hide the timing. So Command A, select all, and then right click. Or maybe contextual taskbar, hide the dots in this menu at the top here is contextual taskbar, options menu, hide. And now we're finally ready, like I said. So, okay, so let's see. You could try going to resize, and like I messed with this and I found some I'm not sure if my file gets lost. So you could try that resize, but I'm just going to go to File, purple plus button. Since I want another tab, let's move this one all the way to the right so I don't get confused. This tab, and then create video. I think even one of those default was a square one. So if I maybe go back, because it's for me, because I've done this Facebook video 1080, 1080. All right, so we could try to find that Facebook video and socials, but I'm saying let's go to videos. Let's go to video. All right, let's hit right arrow a couple times. I know it's kind of hard to find scrolling. There it is, Facebook video. Anything that's about 1,000 by 1,000, doesn't matter. You could also try social. I think they're probably more similar than different. But my point is that we go from having the interface with no timeline to having a timeline. And so now I should be able to copy and paste my, if I X out of here, Command A, Command C, select all, edit copy, Command V, and there we go. The background's not green, but that's okay. And we're kind of ready to go. So I have everything selected, so I can just drag them out. There might be slight distortion or quality degradation, but that's fine. Okay, so I want to change this black to like a branded color for my logo. It's too bad we can't really kind of get patterns and other cool stuff on here, but let's see, my logo image didn't really show up when I dragged it. All right, so I can click on the black layer and then go to the color picker and sample the dark blue. So at least it kind of looks branded or unique other than generic black. Okay, I don't think I need logo anymore, so I can get rid of it. I do want a track. Okay, I want to add a track, a video track, and I think I just searched for elements, and then I came down to videos, and I got this, I wish it had a name when you hovered, but a lighting effect. So let's say bright orange light effect. There it is. All right, so I'm going to grab this and drop it on the timeline. That's 10 seconds. So I'm going to put my playhead back here. It looks like these are 5 seconds. And for a quick web video, 5 seconds is totally enough. Is plenty for our needs. So I'm going to trim it down until it snaps to 5 seconds. Then I'm going to toggle between the control of the image at the top and the timeline at the bottom and click and drag. So we get a nice, plenty of time in here. I don't like it when it's all scrunched and hard to see. And if you're having trouble seeing, you can use this slider in the middle to kind of edit what you're looking at. And so let's bring in one more effect. I think I brought in some gold confetti, just in case you want to play with stickers. You can knock yourself out. Go into search for elements. The stickers didn't have a search box, and some graphics are animated, so I don't know, just add animation to confetti. Confetti animation. All right. And maybe we didn't give it enough for see all graphics we want to go into. And so here's a nice one. Oop, I can tell I know it's hard to watch scrolling. I'm getting every color but gold, so maybe confetti animation gold or yellow. So now I'm losing my animation. And you can't, there it is, finally. Let me, confetti orange square, if you want to search for it. So you can't change the colors, because I could just, change the colors, desaturate, add some yellows. But no, Canva doesn't let you do that to images, or at least these. So, all right, so I'm going to add it, add it, drag it. And it should be, I think this gray lets you know that it's on a transparent background. Yeah, so it does look pretty good. It does the job for kind of an obnoxious look, but whatever you want. If you want to add flames or explosions or a Giphy GIF, go for it. I'm just going to kind of keep it simple for demo purposes. And if yours looks different, that's fine. So, all right, so now we got something to work with. Let's kind of stagger these. So first I want to kind of stagger them in their stacking order. So every kind of second something new happens to kind of keep people's attention. Let's bring in this one, and then let's bring in Lobo last. All right, and I guess while we're here too, it wouldn't be complete without adding an animation. So let's come in. I forgot which one I added, to be honest. I think it was this ink one. It kind of melted on screen. So on enter, let's see if I put my plate at the beginning, spacebar, and it's gone. So you can mess with it. Let's see. I just wanted something other than like, just to make it look like it's supposed to remove animation. So you could blur it on enter only. All right, so let's try one more from the beginning, see if we can get. So first it starts out. Actually, I think I did the animation first and then the video next. So if I hit spacebar now. No, I guess you can't do that. That'd be too easy. And then I lose my a bit of my footage. All right, so you get the idea. Transparency was the point for this week. Just getting our feet wet and working with Canva, making animations. So let's export. You can do nice, easy JPEGs if you want. If you just want to kind of grab a high quality screenshot, you could go to JPEG and download a JPEG. And that's what I used to create my YouTube thumbnail. But let's make a GIF too, right? So you can text it to your friends and add it to an email or however you want to share it. You could do a video if you had sound, but GIF is fine. And let's see, I'm going to hit download. So if you don't want your export, your share download, your rendering of your GIF to take forever, maybe try bumping down this quality. So it's fine if you do a smaller size, and that should speed up your downloading. All right, that took forever, but it did download. So there's my GIF, and I can open a new tab and check it into the browser window and see it in all its glory. Nice, logo pops up. Okay, so let's see. I think that's about it. I could show you how I created this. I just dragged the JPEG in. So let's do File New, Create New Design, and Custom Size 1920 by 1080 for YouTube. And I dragged in the image. And wait, I found that center guide, and then I option drag, kind of moved it over, repositioned so it was kind of off right. Looks like I'm off a hair, but getting close. All right, and then I added some text with the app all the way to the right, text styling, and text studio. Use this top right one for spring 2026 #1. Change the font to collegiate black FLF, and then I added it to my design. I repositioned this kind of same way, off to the side, expanded it, recentered it until it snapped with the smart guides. And I brought in Lobo for the coloring, but actually I already have Lobo colored over on the other side, so I don't need it. So I'm going to grab the color chip up top And then it's already a chip here, vivid blue. And then I just increased, I did some of the adjustments here. I went to the bottom and added sharpness. I think the extrusions or the offsets, kind of that edge between the white and the blue, look better with more sharpness. Edge detail, clarity, midtone, contrast. And let's see, contrast. I don't want to wash out the letters completely, but I do want to add some contrast. And then I think I played with my shadows. So by bringing the shadows down and the blacks up, I kind of got a little bit more detail in the bottom of the letters. I don't know, I want a little bit of detail there in the faces of the letters, so I'll maybe drop that down here, the whites. And then I want a photo of a, so scroll to the top in the left sidebar, elements, and I got a gray radial gradient, so gray radial gradient in photos. And this one was fine, and if you click and hover, it should snap into full screen, or there we go, fit in. And then Command Option left bracket, or Option layer send to back, Command Option left bracket. And I added the white outline effect, shadow outline effect. So click on one of the, done with this panel, click on one of the, oh, I added some vividness to it also. So I guess while we're here, adjust it. The bottoms of the letters I thought needed a little saturation, but vibrance, vividness, vibrance to it, kind of give it a little brighter blue without kind of adding too much saturation. Okay, so edit it, filter, shadows, outline, drop down size units to 40. And then the saturation brightness, color picker upper left. And I did the same thing over here. I did outline, custom 40. And then upper left saturation brightness. And I think that's good. So can I minimize these guys? Nope. There it is. Have some fun, and I will see you next week.